You're a funny guy, Patrick. You know, I've never done this. I've never done this twice in one night, but 7 years of comedy. Everything you've done has been funny. I'm going to send you up to have Adam Egget look at you as well. What? So you're going straight up to do a spot in front of the booker of the Mothership right now.
Right now?
Right now.
And I'd love to have you on the Secret Show next week.
And here's the big joke about Patrick Christopher, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. What a fucking episode this is.
I'm catching my breath again. Because, okay, one, I'm out of shape. Whatever. But, so I got the adrenaline rush from the set. Yeah. Got the adrenaline rush from trying to be funny in the interview. And then I had to play drums. So I'm like, my adrenaline was like fucking boosted. I'm out of breath just from that little intense cardio that I just did on drums, whatever. And so I'm just trying to catch my breath, all hyped up with the adrenaline, and he's telling me to go audition for the Comedy Mothership booker right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck. And so, well, get on out of here, man. Good luck, whatever. You know, go knock him dead, whatever. And so I go to the back, and I'm just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And everybody's like, dude, good job, good job. The security guard that was pacing, or the police officer, whatever, he's like, good job, bro. Good job, bro. And I'm just in the back, and everybody's like, man, oh, good job.
He pats you on the back with his one good arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job, dude.
And they let me give me my stuff back, my phone, my wallet, all this stuff. They get it back, and I'm just like, where do I go? He's like, well, we got to take you now. And I was like, fuck. Camera guy goes, hey man, let me get a picture of you because I got a big book and I got my drumsticks now. And so, and I don't even know if this is gonna come out either because camera guy goes, all right, hold up your book and the drumsticks, and I'm holding them up, and then I go to check if I'm holding the book upside down, and I move it and I see the flash go off. So I'm like, he probably got like a bad picture. Like I'm just blurry, like just moving like,
yeah, whatever.
So that picture's probably not going to come out. That would have been a solid picture with my drumsticks and the joke book, but whatever.
Yeah, no big deal.
And so they're just like, we got to go. We got to go. We got to go.
Yeah.
And so they pull me through the crowd out of the big boy, or the, what is it, fat man, out of the fat man. And people see me like walking and they're like, hey, good job, good job, good job. I was like, oh, thank you, whatever. And so I get out of the fat man, I run down the stairs because again, the person guiding me is like fucking fast as shit.
Yeah,
you know, like keep up, make sure I'm right behind you. You know.
So again, you're now walking too fast.
I'm walking too fast, and stairs. I could do downstairs, not a problem. Yeah. But it's like downstairs, still catching my breath from the adrenaline rush from everything I just explained before. Going downstairs, immediately upstairs, and then into the room. And the whole time, like he turns on and he's like, hey man, you gotta catch your breath. You get it together. Because he's probably thinking I'm panicking out of nerves, which yes and no. And so he goes like, so we're gonna go in the back. I'm gonna introduce you to Adam Egget. All right? And then we're gonna find out when you're gonna go up. I was like, cool. And I'm holding on to my drumsticks. I was like, what do I do with these? And he's like, pocket. Come on, man. Well, I didn't want to take him on stage.
Why?
Because people are going to go like, oh, what's up with the drumstick? I don't know. I just didn't want to take him on stage. So he takes me to the back of the little boy, and he introduced me to Adam Egget. And I'm
Pause.
like, what?
He took you to the back of the little boy?
He took me to the back of the little boy. The name of the comedy room.
He took me to the back of the little boy, and he said, this is your prize.
Oh.
This is your gift.
So I walk in, and I walk into Rich Voss on stage.
Uh-huh.
He's on stage. And I'm just like...
With lisp.
Yeah, with the list. I was like,
up there killing.
I didn't know he was even in town. And so I'm just like, oh shit, that's Rich Voss. That's fucking Rich Voss. And so he took me back, introduced me to Adam Egget. He's like, hey, Tony wants you to give him an audition. And I was like, cool. Oh, all right, let me go back. So they're like, well, you're the second person tonight to get an audition right off of Kill Tony.
Yeah.
And so I go backstage and I asked the crew members, I was like, hey, who was the other guy? Neil fucking Rubenstein.
Nice.
Neil fucking Rubenstein. That's why he never fucking came back.
Yeah.
He had an audition too.
Yeah.
So Neil got an
Neil's
audition.
been in the game for a long time.
Oh man, he's a solid dude, man.
Yeah, he's
solid
awesome.
dude. So Neil got. So I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. I'm proud of my homie. But now I'm just like, damn, dude. Like I gotta go audition. So anyway, so take me to the back, meet Adam Egget. I was like, hello, my name is Patrick Christopher, because I'm whispering because Rich Voss was on stage. Don't want to disrupt the show. And he goes, yeah, come on right now, follow me. And he takes off. Everybody runs over there. Why does everybody run? What's the rush?
They're just walking.
And so
that's what normal people walking.
I'm standing in the back, and I'm like, I see this guy, and I was like, can you hold on to my sticks? That guy was James McCain.
Oh yeah, James McCain. Yeah.
Because his hands went out like this. I was like, oh, you're gonna hold my sticks? He's like, no, I was gonna shake your hand. And so I was like, oh, cool, man. And so the guy guided me. He's like, give me those. And he takes them and he gives them to like the door guy at the place. It's like, just get them from him when you're done. And I was like, fuck. So I'm like, I'm next. I'm watching Rich Voss. I'm trying to enjoy the show. And then I'm just like, what the fuck am I gonna do? And then I go, well, how much time am I doing? And they're like, I don't know, probably 5 minutes. They'll light you. And they'll give you 1 minute light. And I was like, okay, but well, if it's 3 minutes or 5 minutes, I got to plan my shit.
You're such a puss.
I got to plan my shit.
You got to go up there and kill.
If I could kill for 3 minutes.
Just start killing.
I could kill for 3 minutes, but then I'm going to like flounder on the last 2 minutes.
Boom, you keep going into a next.
But that's what I'm saying. So I can plan how I'm going to finish it. I need to know what's the dismount?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So they're like, 5, maybe 5. And I was like, maybe 5. Okay.
Yeah, if you're doing well.
Maybe. I don't know. So I go up. Rich Voss comes off. You know, fucking killed it. It's Rich Voss.
Yeah.
And I'm standing right there when Rich Voss gets off, and I just go like shaking to like give him a dab. And with all these rings, she just goes, what's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. Now, I wasn't able to have my phone on Kill Tony, but I had my phone on in The Little Boy. And so I'm recording my set.
Yeah.
I'm recording this motherfucker. Now, this is my second time doing The Little Boy. I've got on the open mic 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Murdered. Now, you know I don't say that about myself.
You just did.
You know I don't say that about myself. Murdered.
Yeah.
Murder. So I'm like, I've been here before. I know what it sounds like when you're fucking murdering.
Yeah.
It did not sound like that tonight, dude. It did not sound. I do my opener. My opener's like so clunky and shit.
What was your opener?
About like, oh, you hear the name Patrick Christopher and you surprised a Mexican comes on stage, you know?
Why didn't you just do the same set you just did?
Because I wasn't prepared.
You had just did that.
Well, and also that's not my opener. That's my 1 minute. But that's not the opener.
Yeah,
I want to introduce myself. So
well, it's done now.
Well, it's done now. So I'm like not even computing that this is a fucking audition. Not even like it's not even making sense. I'm more like concerned like I got to go up after Rich Voss. I've never really done anything like that. I've never had to follow
Greatness.
Someone that considered a legend.
Oh yeah.
A legend in the game. You know.
Rich Voss.
Yeah, I mean, I followed heavy hitters in the scene.
Yeah.
But I've never really had to follow. I don't think so.
Yeah.
And no offense if I ever had to follow.
It sounds like you got in your own head.
Oh fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
So there was
fuck
that.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. But also, I know I'm very aware of my capabilities because I did have a great set on Kill Tony.
Yeah.
I know that. That's what got me the audition. Was that I did so well on Kill Tony, so I'm confident.
So what happened when you got off stage? How long did you end up doing? 5? 5.
I did 5. It wasn't like the first time I did the fucking Little Boy. You know, first time I murdered. The first time I did it 2 years ago, murdered. This was very, very warm.
Yeah.
You know, I got a couple of laughs, but when you see a room, maybe. What's 100 capacity? Yeah. Maybe. And you can only hear maybe 20 people laughing. You're just like, fuck, they're not fucking with me.
Yeah.
I had some pops here and there, but pops in the sense of 20, 30 people in a crowd of 100 possibly audience members. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, whatever. Thank you for the opportunity. They clapped. I was when I said, that's my time. Thank you. When whatever. And so I get off. I go get my drumsticks. And then I asked the guy, I was like, what, do I go up there? You know, do I go talk to Adam?
Yeah.
Excuse me, Adam Egget? Or do I go outside? And he goes like, nah, you could probably leave. Mm-hmm. The door guy, you know, like, you could probably leave. And I was just like, oh, cool. Because I didn't know.
Yeah.
Well, because the rule is, have you ever done the little boy?
Yeah.
Okay. So they tell you.
In and out.
When you get off stage, you go. Do not go back.
Go up. You go up, you sit down, you wait for your spot. When you're done, fucking leave.
Leave.
Get out.
Leave.
Yeah. They treat you like whatever.
Yeah.
It's an honor to be there.
It is an honor to be here.
But they do treat you like fucking cattle.
Yeah.
Like
no extra time. Like,
yeah, I know you are a little stage whore.
Yeah, you welcome for being here. Now get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out. We're done.
So
we'll let you know if we want more.
Yeah, we'll call you.
Yeah, we'll call you.
Don't call us. We'll call you.
Yeah, 100%. Well, you don't know. Well, he'll have somebody reach out to you.
Hopefully we'll see. So I go downstairs and I talk to another door guy, and I guess nobody really knows what's going on. You know the little kid guy, Corden.
Yeah.
So he's the one that's on the bottom of the stairwell. I go like, hey man, so I did kill Tony. I got an audition over here for Adam Egget. What should I do now? And he just like, he looks up. I snuck up on him, I guess. He looks up, he blows out smoke. I didn't even see him hit anything. He blows out smoke somewhere. And just like, well, I guess if you did well, you're probably invited to the after party, maybe. I was like, cool. When? Like, where? And he's like, well, I don't know. I'm assuming you're at the after party, or you could go to the after party. I was like, all right, where? And he goes like, well, you know, just go look for somebody outside. And I was like, all right, man, cool, you know. Now I go downstairs, and Rich Voss is just hanging out in the lobby. Yeah. And I was like, I made a decision. I was like, do I attempt to have a conversation?
No, you just go up and say hi. No, you don't have a conversation. You go up and say hi.
Didn't even do that. I walked by him and go, ha.
Oh, ha. Yeah.
Because I was going to go, hi, what's up, hey. I just go,
none of that. Yeah.
Not a good look. So I go outside, and I'm just like, am I just going to stand out here for like the rest of the night? Like, I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Now, I do want to go back. When I got off stage, another stagehand goes, hey, man, what's your Instagram handle? Well, because I did get offered the Secret Show.
Yeah.
Red Band did offer me the Secret Show. Hopefully it's next Thursday. I think that's what he said.
Nice.
Because I didn't say yes. I went like, when he said, oh, I want you to do the Secret Show next Thursday.
Why didn't you say yeah?
Because I already put the mic away. I put the mic. I'm put the mic away.
Well, he.
And so I already put the mic away, and then he said, hey, I would like to offer you the Secret Show. And I'm just like,
yeah, as they're fucking have a hook around your neck.
I feel like there's like a force field telling me to get off stage. Like, you gotta go now. And so while I'm gathering my stuff, one guy's like, what's your Instagram? And he couldn't find it. I was like, your homie Pat. At your homie Pat. He goes, R-E? I was like, no, like your homie Pat. And so he's like, cool. I didn't see him pull it up.
Yeah.
He's like, what's your phone number? I repeated it at least 3 times. I don't even know if I gave him the right number.
Nice. Good job.
Yeah. I was like, 210, you know, and I was like, fuck, did I just, because I'm the type of person, if somebody just like says that, and I'll go, yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, is it go fuck yourself? Yeah. That's what it is.
Then why wouldn't you? Yeah. Well,
because I'm fucking in a rush, dude. I can't even. It happens so fast.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if I'm up there 3 minutes. It happened that fast. My interview, I immediately got into. I played drums, did the drums, 4 minutes tops.
Yeah.
I'm on stage 4 minute tops.
And now you're famous.
Wow, we don't know.
All
We got 2 weeks to say. We got 2 weeks to say.
I think it's funny that on the last episode, you're like, these fucking guys going on Kill Tony and getting them 1 minute.
Here
the next
is my thing.
episode,
Okay.
You're on here and you're like, so pretty much, I crushed.
Look,
Amazing. A lot of opportunities come my way. Rich Voss. I think he's going to let me bang his wife, Bonnie. There's nothing set in stone.
Oh.
It's what, like,
on top of that,
I like how I said bang his wife, Bonnie, and you're like, yeah, that's another thing.
so
A lady did suck me off in the crowd. Don't tell my wife.
I'm not sure who that was. I think it was a
random
lady.
I was
It's
walking
Austin.
by, and she went, oh. Yeah.
Here's your next audition.
That's fucking, yeah, that's great.
So not
Here's your next audition.
not only did Rich Ross warm up the crowd for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
He was your
I opened up for Pauly Shore. Pauly Shore went on directly after me.
Yeah, you were sandwiched in between.
I was sandwiched in
greatness.
between Legends and the Weasel.
The Weasel.
The Weasel.
What did he smell like?
No idea. I didn't get that close. I didn't hear a word that he said. Like that's how much.
Yeah, he
that's
just
how
did the
fast.
Woodlawn Theater here.
Yeah, but that's how fast they told me to get the fuck out. Well, they didn't tell me to. It was very suggested.
implied.
It was implied.
It is like a one night stand.
It was very implied. Okay, you gotta go.
Yeah, everybody
gotta
waits to get in, you get it, and then they're like, cool, bye.
So I heard 0 words of Pauly Shore's set. And so now I'm just like freaking out. I bummed a cigarette from a bum.
Yeah.
I gave him
Wow.
$1 for like a
You bummed from a bum?
I bummed from a bum. But I gave him $1 because I needed a cigarette. I'm just like I
You should
fucking.
have given him 5. That cigarette is worth a lot more than $1 to him, but
That's all I had in cash. I wasn't gonna cash app him. He don't have a phone.
I mean, he might.
Called the wife, told the wife the whole thing, and gave her the rundown. She's like, "Oh, that's great." I was
And
like,
then as you be like, yeah, no, it went awesome. Anyway, so we're going to have to get a divorce. Thanks for being with me and getting me this far. The support and love that I have received from you, it will be unmatched. And
we
there
don't
will be
know
many
that.
Persian whore that will try to match it.
we don't know that the episode comes out in 2 weeks, and then we'll have that discussion.
Yeah.
Then
She better fucking.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
She better walk on glass.
Oh, she knows.
she better fucking know. These 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And this is like an STD scare. Like you're waiting for the doctor. Like for these next 2 weeks, she better
Next 2
fucking.
weeks, yeah, you better be on your best behavior. Your best behavior.
Because I could be. Debo hit me with that shit when he did Kill Tony. He was like, Shh, better watch the fuck out, because here in a couple weeks, I might be selling out.
Yeah, dude. So I mean, but I told my wife honestly, I was like, look, I did well on Kill Tony. I'm not gonna, you'll see it. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I mean, I don't think they've ever edited anything out. I don't know why they would edit me out. I didn't do anything good.
I
mean,
love how
bad.
you think you're gonna get edited out. They're not.
I'm
gonna
so
edit it
worried.
out.
I'm like that. It's all gonna fucking. I don't even believe that it happened.
Yeah, it didn't.
I don't even believe that it happened.
It was
so.
It was an out of body experience.
It was such an out of body experience. It was such a fucking.
You were just sitting there
dream
watching yourself.
situation?
You were just sitting there watching yourself, being like, "God, this guy's."
Imagine that.
I've done it.
Getting called on Kill Tony, and they go, "We're gonna give you an audition right now."
No,
I was like,
mine didn't
"What?
go. No, mine went. They said, "Get out of here. We hate you."
What? An audition? Like we never do this." And like, I mean, the audition was cool. I wish I had more time before.
Yeah.
Because
This is why I try to make you do so many more longer sets, so that you can I swear, doing longer sets gives you the ability to be able to pivot time.
It's not only that. It's like somebody asking you to run in place for a minute straight and then go on to do your audition.
Yeah.
I'm so out of shape. I'm so
that's the
and I'm really not used to doing the adrenaline rush crash.
Yeah.
And then pick back up immediately.
Yeah.
That's like I don't fucking transition that way.
Yeah.
The gears are rusty. So it was good. I did find it. I finally listened to my set. I refused.
Yeah.
I just went off of how I remembered it. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was, but you could tell
You were
it
nervous.
wasn't mind blowing. I wasn't blowing anybody's mind with that shit.
Well, Yeah. Well, well, Pat, just so you know, while you were off fucking having fun up there, killing it, Austin, somebody had to be here to hold the fort down.
Yeah. Well, good.
Somebody had to be here in San Antonio.
You did good.
Holding down the river. Somebody had to be down here fucking
Protecting the river.
I was manning the fort, and
Yeah.
maybe I got a special call too.
Yeah.
You know who called me?
Yeah.
Not texted me.
Ooh.
Call.
Yeah.
Kevin,
I saw that.
the booker from LOL.
Yeah.
It's our baseball here, but I was taking a shit, and actively pooping, and I saw that Kevin was calling.
He actually called you?
Whoa. And I was like, oh fuck. I was like,
On the shitter you answered?
yeah. What?
I would too. All right.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
See, this
Right when
is
I
the
said that, I knew exactly what my answer would be.
See, this is why I know in your position I would have murdered all that shit because you can't think about it. He called. I answered. I go,
Yeah.
what's up? And he's like, are you busy? I was like,
In life?
as a turd, go bloop.
Oh, you can still shit?
I was actively shitting.
Damn,
And I
that's
was
hard.
like, I mean, no, what's up? And he's like, how fast can you get to the club? It was like 6:58. The show starts at 7:30. Ida Rodriguez was the headliner, and there was a mix-up between the agency and the club. She wanted a local feature. They didn't book anything, and he was like, I need you here right now to do 30.
What?
And feature, it's a two-man show. So I just wiped my ass, just threw on clothes, like whatever, and just raced down to the club, ran up the stairs. They were like, yo, okay, cool, what music do you want? I met her, and they're like, all right, you got 5 minutes. I ran outside, smoked a cigarette, smoked a cigarette real quick, and then just ran inside. They were calling my name. And then Corbin, our buddy Corbin, our little baby, he is becoming the sound guy
Yeah.
at LOL. So
Yeah.
he's been practicing, and he's been doing his thing. And he's also, yeah. So anyways, I'm like fucking with him. I'm like, yo, don't fuck this up. Don't fuck. And he's like,
Oh, the announcements? He has to
the
do
announcements and the whole. He's doing the announcements. He's doing the music. The whole thing. He does the announcements. He gets a little choppy in the announcements. Gets a little choppy, bringing me up, and then I'm walking out. No fucking music. I go to grab the mic and the music kicks on, and then I'm like, what the fuck? Go to talk. The mic isn't working. He didn't turn the volume on the fucking mic.
Jesus.
And so I'm like, what? And finally it starts going. And so I just played into it. And I was like, my little buddy back there, I told him not to. And I was like, he's nervous. And it was a good reaction from the crowd. We all laughed at him.
You called him out?
Yeah, fuck yeah. And we laughed and it was fun. And then got into it. And then I did like 26, 27.
Hell yeah, dude.
It was good. And yeah, the club was really, really appreciative, which is dope.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was sick. So that's what I'm talking about.
Good for you, man. I saw that you did that. I didn't know it was like fucking last minute.
Taking a shit.
Taking a shit.
And there in 6:58.
Now it makes sense why he called you. Like I was a little bit jealous. I'm not gonna lie. He's never called me.
Yeah.
Hold on. We're text bros. Buddies.
But would you be there in 20 minutes, ready to do 30?
I wouldn't answer. I mean,
See that
I wouldn't
right
answer
there?
taking a shit. I would answer taking a shit if I was 100% sure that they couldn't tell, because you could tell if somebody's in the,
I will
in the
tell him.
bathroom.
I will say I am taking a shit right now. Do
Really?
you need me or not? Yeah. What do I-
Damn, dude. All right.
Do they need you or not?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, like, I'm sorry, I'm taking a shit. That's what's happening right now. That's what. Do you want me to do? Would you rather be talking to me or go to voicemail?
Yeah.
And you're looking for somebody else.
Yeah,
So I can
yeah.
wipe my ass. You know
dude.
what I mean?
Well, good for you, dude. Hell yeah, man.
So yeah,
and the show was good.
Show's great.
That was a rough start.
There's probably like
The fact that you recovered from that.
yeah, it was a little rough start.
I wouldn't have walked out until the music played.
No, he was calling my name and they were cheering. They were
Damn,
pumped.
you're right.
And they were
You're
like,
right.
"Whoa!"
You're
And I
right.
was like, what am I gonna do? Say they can see me.
No,
you
you're
know
right.
what I mean?
You're right.
And then there's probably like I don't know, like 100.
Yeah.
You know,
For Sunday, it's pretty.
yeah, it was
funny,
great, and they were chill. They were Puerto Rican, but whatever. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
And she only wanted a 2-man show.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, you gonna leave me hanging on the they were Puerto Rican? You gonna leave me hanging on that?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the shit I'm talking about, Pat. I fucking love it. I say, well, they were Puerto Rican, and you go, yeah.
So they loved your N-word jokes?
So, yeah, fucking, you know. Puerto Rican crowds, I love them. You know, when you get any a Hispanic ethnicity of like a bunch of Mexicans all together, or a bunch of they're like here's the worst. Supportive hecklers.
Yeah.
Like people that are like talking to you like we're fucking this is a conversation. But what are you gonna do?
How'd you know they were Puerto Rican? All the flags?
Because all the flags. Yeah. There was a bunch of fucking kids in the fucking lobby.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, everybody conga lined in.
They had a babysitter in the fucking lobby.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody had their flags out. That's hilarious. There was a barber in the back. The whole time it's set up just. Yeah. Ay, papi, mira. ¿Cómo tú estás, papi? Yeah. Yeah, no, it was great. And she was awesome. I told her, you know, if you ever need a pizza in Texas, she's like, I know who to call now. Cool.
That's rad, dude.
Yeah.
Hell
it was dope. Pretty dope.
Shit's happening, man.
Shit's happening.
Shit's happening.